I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I have read Trinity, so I don't know why not, but it just took a second. Okay, let's see if we can make any progress here in Agrabah. I kind of highly doubt it, but it's either that, or we have to, yeah, I don't think there's any way to make progress here, is there? There really does not seem to be. Okay, so I guess we're going to Halloween Town and seeing where we can go from there. Unless somehow, talking about which, Halloween Town music, unless somehow I can now get up through this part, but I very much doubt it. Can't even climb around, no. Maybe down here, again, very much unlikely, but who knows, maybe. It's not in the cards for us, is it? So we need high jump. We just straight up can't do anything in Agrabah without high jump, which is scary, because there's a non-zero possibility that we... Oh, hello, Green Trinity. Didn't even see this last episode. I guess, we're going to Halloween Town. Or Atlantica, actually. One or the other. Which one shall we do? I really don't want to go to Atlantica. Eventually I'll have to. But I have the excuse this time that I don't have Mermaid Kick yet. If I have Mermaid Kick, we can do this very easily and quickly. Not having Mermaid Kick, it gives me an excuse to procrastinate a little bit with doing Atlantica, because Mermaid Kick definitely speeds up that entire world by quite a bit. Just due to the sheer fact that we don't get stuck having to fight enemies for fucking forever, really. This does not seem... like the right speed to be walking at. Oh, I can fly. That's the issue. I can't even fly. I think there's a swimming physics because it doesn't have the particles to go with it. We're starting to slowly but surely get close to the end again, because there's a pretty good chance that there's no way that we're actually going to be able to succeed in this. So assuming that we get probably soft locked out again at Hollow Bastion, we have like 3 more worlds to go at most. If we can do Hollow Bastion, that's fine. Then we also can do the end of the world, and that's another dark matter. That's really nice because I can turn that into a lot of different things. I don't know which ones exactly. I think with Super Glide I might be able to get an item or two. I also think this might get me something. If I do it 3 times? Maybe? Oh my god, I'm a genius! I was half convinced that wasn't gonna work. Okay, so if I use Super Glide to glide over here and not stop so quickly, I think I can get up into that mouth. Did that cutscene just trigger a second time? Was it because it was taking too long? Or was it just because there was a loading trigger there? I'm not entirely sure. I am certain that you can get up there. Because that is, I am pretty sure that's how you're supposed to, with high jump usually, I think, supposed to get up there. So let's give it one more shot. If we can't make it, we can't make it. But I think this should be makeable. That's the wrong sort of glide. This might have screwed me. Definitely screwed me. Okay, so that one doesn't count. Let's try it one more time. And if that doesn't work... I am aware, by the way, of the fact that last time we had the Forget-Me-Not item. Yeah, we can't get up there. Never mind. I don't know how you're supposed to get up there then. And we don't have that now, so that could potentially be somewhat of a problem as well. Oh, really, how am I supposed to get up into that mouth if it's not through that? Maybe you can get up on that little platform there with high jump, and I just need high jump, which is another thing that I would need high jump for. Wouldn't that be fantastic? There's also an item in this map that I can get, I do believe. Let me go ahead and check. There's a chest in here as well. Maybe it's only Kingdom Hearts 2. There's definitely an item in here though. It's a torn page, which I can't do anything with. Thank you very much for that. I really needed that. I do think that I want to do a Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer again after this. We've done Kingdom Hearts 1 twice in a row now. It's been a lot of fun. But I think a little variety here in terms of the game that we play might not be a horrible thing. And there still isn't any sign of any other Kingdom Hearts games having randomizers for them. And if you're into randomizers, by the by, and you like other games being randomized, I am doing a Stardew Valley. Oh my fucking god. I am doing a Stardew Valley randomizer for the channel members, silver tier and up members. I get weekly, like 30-minute videos. Admittedly, I've been slacking it a bit over the past... Fuck me! Over the past 2 weeks. Because I've been busy. But whenever that ends up happening, which sometimes it does, you know, shit happens. I tend to make a longer video as a result. So after I finish recording and uploading this, I'm probably going to record a 1-hour Stardew Valley video for the members. So if you're interested in randomizers in general or in me playing Stardew Valley, it's a very laid-back game, so it's not as high energy as this for, well, I think obvious reasons. Membership is a thing that you can do. It's $5 a month for the silver tier. If you don't want to do $5 a month, you can do $2 a month and get access to all the VODs for the community runs. And also 24-hour early access to my monthly video essay videos. Just promoting myself a little bit here, that's all. It's the YouTuber game, you gotta do it sometimes, I'm sorry. If you don't want to give me money, which is totally fair because I don't do anything that requires any significant kind of talent, no, that's not entirely true. This content, I'm not doing anything that Camping said requires any specific kind of talent other than being able to talk, which, just looking around on YouTube, there's a lot of people who apparently don't know how to do that either, but I digress. The editorial content, the video essays, the analysis videos, philosophy videos, whatever you want to call them, those do take some amount of... I don't want to say talent because I don't like the word talent. It implies some kind of birthright shit. But they do take a non-insignificant amount of skill. Because it requires me to write the scripts, it requires me to edit the videos, do a little bit of basic compositing and animation and that kind of stuff. So those videos actually require some kind of skill to produce. These don't. These are literally just, I sit down for half an hour, I ramble, I sync it up in post. I do put in a little bit of a hook at the start of the episode, but that literally only takes 3 seconds to find. Because generally, while I'm recording the episode, I can tell, okay, this is probably a great hook. And sometimes I have 3 of them in one episode, and I get to choose. At which point I usually choose the one that's the latest in the episode because that's best for retention time and blah 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 blah. Another thing that you get access to is hearing me talk, if you're a Silver Team member, is once a month hearing me talk about YouTube analytics and what I'm planning to do for strategy-wise, all that kind of stuff. So again, if you're interested in that, I've promoted myself enough by now to the point where you can probably just do that or not do that. But if you don't want to give me money, which again, very fair, because most of my content does not require any significant skill whatsoever, you can just leave a like instead, because that helps a lot, or subscribe if you're not yet. But leaving a like if you're already subscribed does actually help quite a bit in algorithmically. It's probably, and leaving comments and likes, specifically if you do both, that's the best. So do feel free to do that if you want to help me out in any sort of way. Can we please get a Sonic Blade? You know what? Sonic Blade kind of works. Nope, does not. Never mind. Blizzara. No, I don't have Blizzard. Okay, I have an ID. I had an ID. I don't anymore because I'm dead. So we can... Bambi or Tinkerbell? Both work, really. Alexa. Okay, now I think everything should be in range, and unless they become invulnerable for whatever reason during this attack, which some of them fucking did. I hate my combo in this map. It's the fucking worst. But at least I've got Donald and Goof. Oh, there's more of them. But I have Alexa. I have an Alexa. And then I can use Graviga. If I were locked onto something I could have, that is. That didn't work. I have infinite magic. I'm fine. As long as I don't use up my last bit of MP, I have infinite magic. That being said, I think I'm going to use up my last bit of MP. Because I want to use a Trinity. Trinity. There we go. The fact that these enemies taken me such a long time to take out really does show me that I thought I might be slightly over-leveled. I am definitely not. Part of that is the fact that I have a shitty combo in like most of the maps that I visit. But it's also just, I'm not as overpowered as I thought I was going to be. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. So it's you. And I think, oh, was it you? It was not! I actually fucked up. That's real sad. Okay, it's that one, and then the one in between them. This one is easy. Okay, let's see. What does this give me? It gives me a Mega Alexa. Sure, why not? There is an area around here that I can get to. With a couple of chests, which I honestly had no idea existed before doing this last time. So I'm getting to learn Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot better. Out of all the Ragnarok, hell fucking yeah! Out of all the complaints I give about like these randomizers being difficult and very, very brutal sometimes, I get to know the item locations in Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot better than I've ever known them before. And that in and of itself is kind of neat. Where is the gravestone that I need to find? There's a gravestone that I can go through. I think it's this one. So let's give it a shot. If this is not the right one, it's the other. Yeah, it wasn't that one. Of course, there's two things that you can go through. The one I went through is not the one I needed to go through. Shot tight. When does it open up? And do I have any... Maybe Mushu works for that? Let's give it a shot. Maybe I can turn that thing on with Mushu. That would be... That's a weird sentence to say. That would be kind of neat. If that works, I don't think it will. It might. It still is fire magic. Yep, it definitely does not work. Unless it does, and I just... Does not seem to work at all. Worth a try, though. And that was my last bit of magic as well. Well, we will be coming back for that door as soon as we can, if we can, that is, because I am still kind of terrified. If I ever need to do any grinding at all, this is the place to be. Aside from the fact that I don't have infinite Alexas in this map, which is slightly annoying. But if that thing, if I can get fire magic working on this thing, I can just go back and forth. Very easily. Restock my magic on the other map, then come back here, use a Ragnarok or two. That's really good for level grinding purposes. I mean, the enemies in there don't particularly give a lot of experience, and I would need to have access to fire magic in that area, which I do not at the moment. So that's not really going to help. But really, any map with a lot of enemies and access to like Ragnarok is probably going to be fine. Because I think Ragnarok might honestly deal more damage against most situations than Trinity does. Yeah, I might have had to talk to the mayor, but I think I just need to forget-me-not item, which I don't have. So that is a problem. And I don't think I have everything I need to go through the Destiny Islands. But we might be getting closer to that at this point, so maybe it's worth giving that a shot. Going back to Destiny Islands and seeing what Kyrie still needs me to get. Because again, if I can get to the second day of Destiny Islands, that's going to give me access to a ton of different weapons. Items. So some of which might be weapons. Some of them might not be. Most of them probably won't be. It's probably going to be a lot of poppies, mostly. You know what? I'm going to gravity your ass. There we go. And then we can gravity your ass. I fucking love Graviga. Because it's actually a pretty good spell. I didn't remember gravity being this powerful, but I'm very glad that it is. It's also a spell that just does not exist in any game outside of this one. It's kind of difficult to aim at moving enemies though. But aside from that, it's fantastic. And it takes a moment to actually cast. But again, aside from all that, it's fantastic. It's probably my favorite spell because it's the one that I can use right now and works. Is it the quickest way to take out things? Well, actually, yeah, because it's the only reliable way for me to deal any damage at the moment. So, by definition, yes, it is the quickest way because it's more or less the only way. Unless Donald and Goof, Trinity time. Fucking finally. We don't need to get through, like, any other fights for the time being, so we can do this somewhat responsibly. Talk to the mayor. Again, I don't think this is going to change anything, but we might as well give it a shot. Now go look at the pumpkin. Yeah, I did. And it had a Mega Elixir in it, I think. I've already forgotten. Definitely nothing that really surprised me too much. Nothing that really made me happy too much, honestly. Okay, let's go back to Le Docteur. And if he doesn't have anything for us, I guess we move on to... Fuck, I don't know what we do if this does not work. Oh, we don't need to forget-me-not, we need a Jack-in-a-Box. Same issue, though. Same issue. I don't have it. So, we come back here when I have a Jack-in-a-Box, but I can't... Okay, let's go over this real quick in my head. I can't finish Halloween Town because I don't have the Jack-in-a-Box. I can't even start, really, Agrabah because I don't have high jump. So that leaves Atlantica and Avalon. I'm going to go back to Destiny Islands real quick before, just in case there's like anything I can do here. I very much doubt it, but we have to check. And otherwise, I guess we have to go to Atlantica, but I want to do an Avalon first. I really do. I heard you. 2 logs, 1 Answers Report 3, 1 potion. I'm a little lost. So, what do I still need to get? I'm a little lost. Totally clueless. They'll probably find a high potion washed up in shore. Doubt it. So, I am actually more confused than I was before. Because at this point I don't know what it wants. I think it wants the actual logs, cloth, and rope. And I think I have everything but the logs. Let's check that. We have 2 coconuts and drinking water. So for day 2 we got those already. That's good. We got the entrance report 3. If that's what she actually wants, which I don't think it is. I've got a defense up. I don't know when I got that, but I'm immediately going to use that. We've got a lot of answer reports. We got a postcard, which we definitely should go post in Traverstown. We have a lot of synthesis items. So yeah, I think I already gave the items I had to Cairo, so now I don't know what I still need. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have checked before. Well, that's too little too late now. Let's go to Traverstown real quick, post that postcard. And from there, I honestly don't know what we do. Again, I think we just start in Avalon. Is probably what we want to do. We can do the entirety of Avalon because we have the Green Trinity. The boss fights are going to be a bitch. Don't get me wrong, I am aware of that. But we can do them. And we got a Genji shield. That was... I mean, goofy. No. Just no. We could go maybe see Merlin through... But I don't really want to do the torn pages right now. Is there a chest in this house? I think there is. Let's try to get through this. Oh, that was a thing. I don't think... There is a chest in this house. Okay, it's got an ether. Whatever. Also not so useful. But I'm thinking... Hold on. Hold the fuck on for just a moment. Because while I might... this might fuck things up because it triggers some cutscene early on. I don't think it will, but it might. I might just be able to... Hold on, I might just be able to get there because I have more magic available to me right now. We're going to try to get through the secret waterway into the... Hello, Leon is down here. Does either of you give me anything? It certainly is mysterious, Aerith. So you found the keyhole. Did I? Alright, world. Oh, it's not a keyhole in this world then, maybe? I just need to see if you give me an item. I hope you do. Nope, that was a... Hold on. I think we're about to unlock Traverstown 2. And we got MP Rage. Okay. We can do a second Traverstown. We can do that today. That's not a problem. I think we can do opposite armor without too much trouble. Can we get up here? No, we can't yet because we haven't unlocked it from the other side yet. That makes a certain amount of sense. Let's see if we can go to Sid and do Traverstown 2. That's not what I was expecting to accomplish today, but at least it prevents us from having to go to Atlantica or Neverland quite yet. We can do that next time, I suppose. Neverland, that is. I really prefer not to do Atlantica. Unless we somehow get Mermaid Kick out of all this, in which case I will do Atlantica. I just don't want to do Atlantica without having Mermaid Kick, which I know that it might be... Hello, Sid. We got a Comet Gummy. And that was about it. Okay. We also got MP Rage. We got a fair few abilities, actually. talk to you again. You are not randomized. I kind of figured you wouldn't be, but it would have been too nice. Let's chat. I don't know if this is... first and foremost, I don't know if this... Oh, you still are normal sit. Okay. Sure. I'm not going to buy any of that. Let's see if we can go do the opposite armor thing. We haven't gotten the thing from Sid to... like the book. So I very much doubt that it's available to us. But it looks like it might be. From the looks of those crates up there, it looks like it might be available to us. So let's go give that a shot. Because that will be kind of great. I don't know if that's going to give me any items now that I think about it. It might not progress anything at all. But there certainly is... no. We have Blizzagar, we have Gravira, we have Strike Rate. Okay, now we'll be fine. There's only one thing that I like more than Strike Rate, and that's Ragnarok. But Strike Rate is a very, very good alternative, especially since it's an item, so I can just infinitely use it. We're going to Clayton, the opposite armor. That's a verb now. To Clayton is to spam Strike Rate until an enemy dies. That being said, it's also the only way that I can actually deal damage, so that's not ideal. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I have Red Trinity, so I don't know what, why not, but it just took a second. Okay. This might be... Is this the first time we're doing opposite armor in a randomizer? It's definitely the first time we're doing it in a chaos randomizer. In a normal randomizer, obviously, you can just do this normally. But let's go and see. It might unlock a thing. Again, I hope it does. I should have saved before doing this, because I haven't saved this entire recording. Okay, this is normal guard armor. Not a fucking problem. Again, not a fucking problem. Now we get to the spicy bits. I don't think this should be a huge problem either, because of just how invincibility works. But I probably should... I'm already destabilizing the game. It's stuck in strike rate lighting. That's probably not a very good thing, is it? Let's at least get rid of the hands right now. Clayton made my game crash when I used strike rate too much, so I am assuming that guard armor or opposite armor will do something similar enough. I just want to murder you manually. Can I please do that? Thank you. Okay. What do now? What do now is, I guess, more strike rates. The bodies are already damaged to its max without me taking out the hands. So let's focus on the hands for a quick second here. And let's just keep invulnerability. I need to look onto the other thing. I also need to be able to heal myself. You know what? Alexa, I don't fucking care. I used it up. I just wanted to check if I actually did. No, yes. Don't! Fuck. I panicked and then I got lost in the menus and... Let's give that another shot. I think... Will I have to pull all the things again? Let's give that another shot next time! We know that we can do this, and we know it's not too difficult. It's just don't be a fucking idiot. So, opposite armor, next time on Kingdom Hearts 1 Chaos Randomizer Z. See you then. I need to save, and then we can. I mean, I can do this off screen, but we're already like doing it now. So see you next time.